All right, good morning. I'm out here with Jeff Little, and everybody knows that whenever you fish with Jeff Little, you don't really get to fish. All you do is film. So I'm gonna go try to catch one in like the first 5 minutes before he's launching his boat. I gotta try to catch one quick. I'm not doing it yet, Jeff. This guy, he's a slave driver, I tell you. Clear water conditions. I think they're still chasing a little bit, so I'm actually going to start throwing this stealth jackhammer. Compliments of Miss Christine Fisher sent me these in a little care package, and actually the trailer was given to me by Jason Shea from Susquehanna Smallmouth Solutions, and we're going to see if we can't put that little combo together and see if we can't catch a couple. I do think that they're still going to be chasing based on what I've heard from the past couple, weeks of friends out here fishing. So let's see what happens. Not the size that we want, but first fish is out of the way. Got some bite marks on him. Something got a hold of him. Go on, little fella. Swim fast. Finally, not a good fish, but better than the couple small ones we've caught. I mean, it's still pretty small, but Another little one. So I'm throwing a Z-Man TRD hogs, and what I like to do with this bait, I like to combine really two of my favorite baits. The TRD hog is a favorite whenever I have to finesse fish. I really like the action that it has. Those two legs right there, they really they just move on their own in the water. But I also like, I love this Kayak tungsten jig head. I like to buy them just, naked, if you will, with no skirts. And then I put the TRD hog on there, and I put a hook through and pull it up and over the head so the TRD hog stays on there, and I don't have to mess around with super glue. It's a cool way to do it. With the Z-Man plastic, it really, you can really stretch that stuff out really far. So the Elastec makes it possible, but it's how I like to rig it, and for the most part it's pretty effective, and it almost kind of protects the line tie as well, just a little bit. Adds a little buffer between anything that might rub against it. So regrettably, I suck pretty bad at wintertime fishing. It's not something I'm good at. I think I got 4 fish today, and they've all been relatively small. It's not something that is in my wheelhouse, but the only way to get better at it is to get out here and do it, and it's really just me having to work on my patience, because I tend to not have a whole lot of it. So when I have to slow down in fishing, that's when I tend to suck. But I'm happy to be out on the water, enjoying myself. I've missed the river. This is the first time I've been on the river in a couple months. So, being able to get out here, and then, being able to share time with Jeff, of course, it's always fun too. So he's trying to make a jerkbait video with me, and if I can't rip a jerkbait, just rip, I really don't even like to fish it. And he's trying to make me dead stick it. So I'm sure you can almost understand how that's going. There we go. Oh. Well, I was trying to play with him. Old Jeff wasn't ready with the camera. Jake, he's got to be Johnny on the spot with the camera, but not Jeff. Jeff's, that's why Jake never catches fish with Jeff. Oh. Yeah, he does.
Jake's hooked up. There it is. Nice, man. So what's our consensus? Hard bottom?
Hard bottom.
And
Top of the eddy.
Yep.
And they don't want it. They don't want to chase it. They want it on the bottom.
Nice.
All right. So we got a jet out of a rock formation up here that created a big eddy. And these fish, what we've found so far today is that these fish have been in the tops of the eddies. There has to be rock, has to be a little bit of depth too, but that's probably a 17-inch fish. Real pretty colors on it, but they definitely don't want to chase it today. They want it on the bottom, and that's what I was doing with this TRD hog on a Kayak jig. And the last 2 casts I've hooked up with fish on it, so. Crisp bites too. They were real crisp bites. Yeah. That's bigger, I think.
You hooked up 2, man?
Yep. You got one?
Yeah.
Oh, we got a double. So we're hooked up, both of us are. Jeff's got one. I don't know, his might be a little bigger. Is that a tank, dude? Real pretty colors on that fish. I don't know if you can tell that or not, but samesies?
Yeah.
Samesies.
Nice. Doubling up is always fun.
Grab me real quick.
Let's get this in.
All right, Jeff and I doubled up on fish. There's mine. I'll flip around here so you can kind of see his a little bit.
Both of us with these.
All right, hold yours up there, Jeff. Boom, boom, right there. All right, we're gonna get a little photo op for the gram.
Ready? So, first thing I'm going to do after catching fish like that is to wrap away from beautiful November Susquehanna smallmouth. Sure, a quality fish there, 19¼ inches, and an area this big looks like Jake is
Small, a lot smaller.
You know, but we're getting numbers of fish, which is good. It's a good indication that maybe this is, you know, a winter hole. Round one up again, man.
Uh-oh. Hold on, little fella. Calm down. Let me grab you. Yeah, that's what we need a picture of right here. I mean, look at that. I mean, hold on a second, huh? Hold yours up, Jeff.
Yours is actually looking pretty good because it's closer.
The tale of two fish, right? Jeff's got a giant, and I got this little fella. But when you look at the thumbnail picture that we took, it's not gonna match. So we're almost done. We got maybe 2 or 3 casts left, but we think we might have found a good wintering hole and probably a good spawning area too, right?
I mean, it's certainly current protected, which an area this big is current protected, helps them in winter. If this looks good,
Right. So basically what Jeff was saying is, you know, this area, it's got a lot of current protection, but the dependency of it being a good wintering hole is going to depend on what this looks like at higher water levels. So right now, I think the Sunbury gauge is at 10 and the Harrisburg gauge is at 5. So, you know, what does this look like when it's 3-4 feet higher than it is right now is going to depend on whether or not this is a good wintering hole. Right now it's holding fish, but the levels are right. So, and it's also not in the 30s. We'll see. Have to come back here in a couple weeks maybe, once the temperature's a little bit lower. But if I don't talk to you before again, thanks for watching with us today. Sorry I caught nothing but dinks and Jeff caught all the big fish, but that's kind of how it goes when you fish with Jeff Little. You just slim pickings behind that fella, you know.
here, I just got bit.
I'll always have a fun time fishing with Jeff. So thanks for watching with me. I was gonna try to run it up on shore and then jump off up onto the shoreline, but it didn't work. Why are you so dumb?